Waiting. How's that?
Beautiful.
Thilina, go ahead. Perfect.
So let me know whenever you want me to start.
Just proceed.
Great.
So perhaps I should introduce Thilina. Thilina is a project coordinator of Astronomers Without Borders. He is a new member of Global Hands-on Universe representing Sri Lanka and very active in promoting GTTP and GHOU in social networks. So a warm welcome to Thilina, who is in the other side of the world, precisely the other side of the world. And thank you, Thilina, for agreeing to participate on this. So I give you the floor.
Hi everyone. Yes, it's really nice to connect online. Actually, as Rosa said, we are precisely 12 hours away, and it's night time in Chiang Mai, in Thailand. Right. I'm going to actually talk about something really important. I'm the project coordinator of Astronomers Without Borders, and we have several dozen projects running, but one of the important projects we have is the remote observing. And the remote observing actually rather new. We started during IYA. And I intend to, the reason actually I do want to present remote observing at the Global Hands-on Universe Conference because I think there are plenty of ways we can collaborate on remote observing with the AWB and GHOU. The remote observing actually started with the 100 Hours of Astronomy. We all know it was one of the massive programs we had during IYA. And the 100 Hours of Astronomy actually had several different aspects. It had remote observing, it had 80 hours of 80 telescopes around the world, the children's version of 100 Hours of Astronomy and so on, and Sunday. And the AWB was actually part of organizers involved in 100 Hours of Astronomy. And one of the important aspects of 100 Hours of Astronomy is around the world in 80 telescopes, which actually showed what we can do when all these telescopes are connected online. And there were 80 telescopes which were online from April 3rd to 4th, and you can still actually, all the webcasts are still online. They are archived. You can check them if you go to the 100 Hours of Astronomy, the website. And this actually showed, this took a lot of effort organizing this, but it showed what we can actually do when we are really connected virtually. And the other aspect of 100 Hours of Astronomy is there was 100 hours of remote astronomy, which was a collaboration of several different organizations. The Virtual Telescope, Rocket Observatory in Israel, Light Sockets, Cherry Mountain Observatory, and the mytelescope.com. This was a very good collaboration, and this was actually where the remote observing got kind of famous among public and students because it was cheap. It's something cheap, and sometimes it's free. And even if somebody wants to do in research level, these are really good. This is a really good opportunity for all the research people. I need to mention that I come from Sri Lanka. I live in Colombo, and countries like ours actually, we don't really have any observatory in Sri Lanka. And one of the ways and cheapest way for us who go into research astronomy actually getting access to these telescopes, because these telescopes have all the necessary equipment and they're very resourceful, and it's cheap, and so there are plenty of aspects and areas we can improve from students to public research. And during 100 hours of remote observing, they earlier mentioned observatory actually gave, they did their own programs for public, and they gave free time as well. You can see some of these observatories with their time zones and locations and equipment they made available publicly. As some of you may know, the whole 100 hours of astronomy was one of the biggest event programs during IYU, which had the biggest participation. And in 100 hours of remote astronomy, part of the 100 hours of astronomy had about 15,000 participants, which is huge. And the participants came from every corner of the earth. And if you look at what are the aspects of the remote observing, you get to control the telescope remotely. And if it is for students or public without any prior experience or any astronomical background, I mean, taking a picture, even something that inspires you. You don't have to do something scientifically, but showing pretty pictures is one of the things where we do a lot when it comes to public outreach. We use the pretty picture, and that's how we get people inspired and arouse their curiosity and so on. And best part is some of these observatories actually give you free telescope time, and especially from via organizations like Astronomers Without Borders, we can help to get the telescope time free for students and public and various events. And I want to show you quality of these images taken by these observatories. And I should mention these images actually are taken by users. This is Jupiter, and I'm not sure whether you can see the planets, but in the original picture I can see the planets. I'm not sure how the projector there. And these are another two images taken by two different observatories. This is Saturn, and you can see Saturn's moon, two moons actually. But after the initial start of remote observing during 100 hours of astronomy, the first, the AW was involved with the whole organization of 100 hours of astronomy. And after that, we wanted to continue the effort as in doing remote observing. And the national coordinator for AWB in Italy is Dr. Gianluca Masi, who runs a virtual telescope in Italy. He actually collaborates with us most of the time, giving free telescope time. And one of our first event was in time. And with his help, we started the remote observing project of AWB. It wasn't a very big event. There was only 150 participants. You might think 150 participants are a lot, but that's not big. Wait till I get to more programs in it we did before, after this actually. And so 150 participants came from 45 different countries, which you can see actually. They came from all parts of the earth, from Europe from Middle East to Africa and America and South Africa. So there was most of these events are actually promoted via our network, especially through Facebook and Twitter and all the social networks, which actually is a really good way to get the message across. And this is the time actually where I joined AWT, and I remember this event was actually announced about 2 weeks before the actual the day of the event. So within 2 weeks, we were able to gather 650 participants. These are some of the pictures taken during the live event. And I should mention this the live events we do. There's a possibility of seeing all the images and the way the whole process of image is taking. There's a chat box available as well where the people can communicate with each other, and at times Dr. Marty actually answers questions as well. These are some of the images. You can see this is a desktop actually copy of the program he uses. In fact, actually, since these events are live, there was something two interesting incidents happened on that day. One is people got to see actually an asteroid moving across